Quick! Quick! Come with me! There's no time to explain! There's no time! Where's my truck? Move! Heading towards the pilot's last known location. We're gonna stay to the southeast of it. And just on the other side of this colored geothermal area, we start to see something. Now, I don't believe that this is the ship that we're after, but today we are breaking into one of these bad boys. It's around here somewhere. I think I just keep following this direction. The one that we saw most recently, the one we uncovered most recently, had a big chunk of the door missing. This is the one we've seen before. Okay, that's fine. So I need to keep going. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. This is the ship I was after. We saw this last episode. We discovered the rest of the prawn suits that we needed to actually build that thing in here. However, we didn't explore any of it. And I found out that there's an item that I must obtain in here somewhere. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna fucking do. I didn't bring any attachments for our sea truck. I just came over here. I didn't load it up with anything. So, sealed supply crate cut to open access. Well, well, well. I'll have you guys know the laser cutter has been created, and we also have the propulsion device as well. So I think with the laser cutter, boom! Whoa, a reactor rod. Nice! I only brought one of my tanks, which feels like it was a mistake, but I was trying to save some inventory space. So we're gonna try to explore this place without dying. New laser cutter, all we have to do is right click, hold it down, and it'll start cutting through these sealed doors. And with this, we gain access to areas of the ship that were previously not possible for us to enter. In order to craft this thing, we did need some diamonds, but it wasn't that hard to put together. We had all of the supplies back at the base. It was no big deal at all. Ooh, this is it! This is it! This is what we were here for, the alien containment! Oh, and we can make it right away? Are you serious? New blueprint added. Look at that alien containment. 5 glass and 2 titanium. The other items on the screen that we have blueprinted or pinned, the blueprints that we have pinned, are just there for some research purposes.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the discovery clause. Let's see Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
All right. Well, exploring this place is going to be a little difficult. We did see a pretty important item for a brief moment there. I didn't say anything because we were listening to the PDA. Oh, is this the only way forward? No, it looks like we can cut into this room. And this might be a dead end, so let's cut into it. One thing I didn't anticipate is how hungry the batteries of the laser cutter are. What is that? Old Chinese potatoes. Oh, no shit. We can grow some of those. That's good food.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is every xenolinguist's dream. I was helping with the planetary scans, and there are possible unknown structures on the surface. This could set my career up for life. The images are a little degraded coming through the atmosphere, but it looks like intentional and complex architecture, which means civilization, and civilization means language. Oh, man. And now, most of the crew wants to get home. I understand that, but this could be a defining discovery. I'm definitely going to put a bug in Diana's ear about going to the surface so I can take a team to explore. I desperately hope this pans out. Oh, I can't wait till we get into communication range with Sol again. Layla and the kids would love to hear this. I mean, it's rough being away from them so long, but this might just make it worth it. I'll be able to give them so much more.
I was hoping that my propulsion device, or repulsion device, was going to be able to move those boxes out of that doorway, but it looks like that was not the case. Okay, so rather than going in that first room that we just cut open, I'm going to head down that first air vent that we saw, because down that path is a very important item for us. Looks like there's another door to cut open in here as well that I didn't see. Where the fuck am I? Okay. So, I don't know if this is the intended path to get to this, or if you can make your way through this place, but you see that? A parallel processing unit fragment. This bad boy is used to repair the, or I guess turn off the module of that antenna that we encountered really, really early on in the series. This is what the pilot, her last known location, that pilot, you know the one I'm talking about? This is what she wants us to do before she will help us carry on the story. And we need to be able to find these processing things in order to make that happen. Looks like this ship empties out into the side of a mountain here. Lots of oxygen down here. I don't mind that at all. Let's see if we can get back inside. Nice food and water in here. I'll take that. It's difficult to get a sense of the scale of this building because everything is so tightly packed. There is another locked door here, though. We can cut this open. Oh, actually. Is that just a prop? Can't cut that one open. Okay. There's a bunch of crew quarters in here. I'm just grabbing supplies where I can. Unfortunately... Reinforced dive suit. Nice. Unfortunately, oxygen is running
We need to get off this planet. I mean, the morning started out so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans, and we were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were going to be in the freaking history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited naturally and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team. They got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse. Some of the animals on this planet, they look sick too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave. But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs would be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. I don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Ah, man. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want. To get out of here alive. Please.
That sounds like it was an old message, because he was talking about the fish being infected, and there's no fish that are being infected here. So that means that that broadcast was from before we synthesized enzyme 42, I think, in the last game. Was it 42? There was one more PDA down there. I couldn't find it again. Oxygen was getting low. I'm going to go down for another look. Oh, here's another one. Maybe that was it.
Well, we landed safely, despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for. Just a bit slower. But she's in charge, not me. On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She's been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile. She's got the best smile.
So, this intricate path that I've been taking to get back to my ship, it appears that this path was not necessary at all. For those of you who didn't catch it during the PDA, this path here also leads down to the area that I was just in. So that's fun. I'm pretty sure I picked this clean. I'm going to give it one more pass just to be on the safe side. At least we know how to get back for oxygen relatively easily if we need it. Can I open up this door? I can. This is in the main room where the aquarium was. Kind of back towards the beginning. Hello, hello. Oh, I thought it led outside for a second. Another PDA in here?
I'm alive. Stefanos saved me. The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and everything seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot. Then I saw daylight and I was looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my seat anchor. Stefanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine with the gentlest of urgency. It felt like time slowed. He said, "I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella." I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches. I think I might have fractured the rib. I'm gonna shut my eyes for a bit. When I wake up, I'll figure this out. I'll save us.
I'm not a doctor, obviously. But there's no fix for that, right? If you have a fractured rib, it's just, well, take it easy. Looks like another door that leads outside. I just got jump scared by that little fish. So there was a third story in that first room that we cut into. I'm sorry if this is difficult to follow. This is difficult for me to follow, and I'm the one playing the game. So we'll see how it turns out in editing. These Chinese potatoes take up quite a bit of room in our inventory. So I'm probably just going to eat most of them and then save the one. Ooh, we have to go! We have to go! We have to go! 30 seconds! So on the top floor, there's a room that's busted open. There's just plant life growing through here like crazy.
Orion's felt this all went sideways. How could I have known that so much would go wrong? I failed my crew. No, I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land. Frigid. Cursed. Between these tunneling creatures and the strange sickness that a few of the crew are showing symptoms of, we have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check.
The
Risky,
tunnelers?
but I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here. Maybe the weapon is to keep people away.
Ooh.
But if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them. But we can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back. But I don't think I can land here safely. Twice.
Oh, shit.
I hate this.
Yeah, I
I
would
have
hate
to
that
leave them
too.
behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
So we actually got 2 of those processing units. I think we only need 1 more to be able to finish that. Truth be told, ooh, my battery just died. Truth be told, that's not the reason we came here. Like, even a little bit. Not at all. The reason we came here, the reason it was so important that we get here quick is, well, I have a little surprise back at the base. Back at the base, we're going to need to do a few things. First things first, I'm going to have to store most of these items just to clear up a little bit of inventory, but I'm also going to need some glass. So, quartz, please. This will start scanning the 450 meter area around us. It'll let us know whenever it finds quartz and relay that back to our heads-up display. As you can see, it's already getting some hits. The quartz bank is totally empty, so we're going to need to gather quite a lot. With our habitat builder, I'm going to take out the inventory full. Fuck! All right, here's the move. You drop the titanium. Break this down. While the titanium is falling, you add a new multi-purpose room onto the end. And then grab the titanium. Yes, that is the inventory management people hit the thumbs up button for. I know it. Now, just like the first game, it is possible to stack these multi-purpose rooms right on top of each other. As long as you have enough titanium and enough vertical space, these guys can go just about anywhere. I'm hoping that if I delete this hatch and then add a multi-purpose room here, it will connect my top floor to the bottom floor of my base. And now we just have a stack of multi-purpose rooms on the side. Hey, that actually doesn't look half bad already. I'm gonna need a lot of quartz, so let's get started. We're gonna turn all of this quartz into individual glass panels. Then all we have to do is select the alien containment, and we should be able to build one of these in our multi-purpose room.
An aquarium just for looks, or your own personal sushi factory. You decide.
You decide, indeed. However, we're gonna need a little bit more than just that. And after a lot of gathering, this tank now goes from the bottom multi-purpose room all the way up to the tippy top multi-purpose room. I'm gonna add a hatch onto the back of it, and we're gonna be able to climb right inside. We did this before with some cuttlefish in the first game, but this is a pretty cool container. It's a pretty cool habitat. You can plant things at the bottom if there's a particular fish that or a particular plant that you like and you want it to grow up in this area. I don't know, like a creep vine or something, I think would be pretty cool just to illuminate this space. But the real reason that we're here is in between episodes I did a little a bit of gathering. I wanted to surprise you guys. I gathered a few sea monkey eggs. And if we drop these in here, these little guys should grow up to be super fully grown, healthy sea monkeys. And of course, sea monkeys will bring us any item that we're tracking on the right-hand side, any blueprint that we have on the right-hand side. So if these guys grow up, we might be able to just bring them outside and have them farm some items for us. That's what we're thinking. That's the plan anyway. We'll have to see how that plays out. But I was so excited to get that going that I knew that's what today's episode had to be about. Do you guys think it'll work? Do you think they'll farm stuff for me? Do you think they'll hang out around our base? In the first game, how it worked, after doing some research, because I didn't do very many creature growing sessions in the first game, even if you put a carnivore fish in here, they won't attack the player. So I'm hoping that these guys will be the same. They grew up, they know who their mom is, it's me. And hopefully our family's just getting started here. These were a pain in the ass to find. I've been, since we got back from vacation, and on vacation, I'm taking my health and my weight a lot more seriously. I am fat as fuck, and I am so sick of it. And I've been making sure to get my 10,000 steps in every day, drinking a lot of water. I haven't had energy drinks aside from the car ride. We drove across the country. So aside from trying to stay awake on that drive, I haven't had any energy drinks in 2 weeks. I'm eating better. I'm being more active. But holy shit, it's a lot all at one time. Like, I'm so tired, I feel like a zombie. So after I stopped streaming, I wound down with some sea monkey egg spotting, which was kind of fun. You can set the scanner room up to detect creature eggs, just like we did for the quartz just now. But the problem is you can't specify what kind of creature. I would love if there was a mod for this or something. But yeah, you can hit creature eggs and it'll start to just scan the entire area around you. And anytime it finds a creature egg, it'll let you know. Like this one right here. However, these eggs only grow in very specific spots and very specific biomes inside of nests. So they were pretty hard to spot. But I'm glad we did it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this turns out well, and I hope you guys enjoyed the process of getting it all together. I'm really excited about it. Take care, guys. See you again soon. Goodbye.